I could spend a lot of time talking about what Iron Range engineering means to me. It's a place I come to work every day and get to enjoy spending time with the students, seeing the projects, the different things that they come up with. And I can tell you firsthand, these students have a great understanding of how their projects work, how to work together on a team, how to be innovative and be involved in their community. So what we're going to do today is we'll have students come out and in their own words, they'll explain what the IRE experience is like for them. So I'd like to welcome Nick. We'll have Nick come on out.
Good morning. Hello. I'm Nicholas Monticelli, and I'm a freshman here at Iron Range Engineering. And today we're going to talk a little bit about how I got here. So as a child, I was always fascinated with how and why things worked. So going on from that, I was really fascinated with how and why things worked. So this led me to where I was in the fall of my senior year, and two students from Iron Range Engineering came to give a presentation about the college. I really didn't know what engineering was as a profession or what engineers did, but the video coming up really helped me get a pretty good idea.
A lot of people think that engineers are just number crunchers.
But in the real world,
we make people's lives easier.
We keep the air clean.
We build things.
great things.
Great things.
We design medical devices that make it possible for people to live.
We design systems for the disabled.
We keep hearts beating.
We design safer roads.
We create solutions to complicated problems.
We are problem solvers.
We manage teams of people making their jobs easier.
We keep people warm.
We give sight to the blind.
We get your packages to you quickly.
We keep planes flying safely.
So the next time you meet an engineer,
Thank them.
Thank them.
Thank them.
Thank them.
They're making this world a better place
For all of us.
for all of us.
For all of us.
For all of us.
So before watching this video, I knew I was really passionate about making a change in this world, whether it be big or small. And I really didn't know how I was going to accomplish that goal, but now I did. I knew that I was going to become an engineer. So now that we know how I got here to Iron Range Engineering, let's talk a little bit about what it's like. For starters, Iron Range Engineering is nothing short of incredible. On a typical day, instead of just taking my classes, which teach me the fundamental principles about engineering, I'm working with a project team on an actual real-life project, and not just some hypothetical situation that will never see any real-life implementation. This gives me so much more motivation to excel in my work. And lastly, IRE is a family, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to become part of this family, and I'm really excited for the next 3.5 years here. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Wickland, and I'm a senior here at Iron Range Engineering. So, what is it about IRE that makes us unique? What is it that makes us different from any other college or university that you're going to see up in this area? The one thing that sets us apart is how we embrace project-based learning. So what is project-based learning? Exactly what it sounds like. At the beginning of each and every semester at Iron Range Engineering, students receive a project menu. And what these are a list of products of industry products that students are given a brief description of. And from there, we select the top 2 or 3 that we're interested in, and we send them back to the faculty. From there, we're sorted into teams, typically made up of 4 or 5 students. And on those teams, we spend the entire semester. We are given an office. We are put together and given as close as we can to emulate a real-world engineering setting. What I mean by that is we're in that office when we're not in our classes. We're working together on teams, and we're working to try to emulate an 8 to 4, 40-hour-a-week engineering job to give us that experience, to sort of immerse us into that. So our classes from there, we actually tie our competencies or classes into our project. We identify what we know about the project and what we still have left to learn. And from there, we identify classes that we need to take. Maybe it's thermodynamics, maybe it's fluids. We identify these classes and we start taking them to line up with our project in order to increase the quality of the project. By tying in our learning, we gain a better understanding of how these competencies, how these projects and principles flow in the real world, how everything works, how everything ties together. And it lets us strive for the highest quality possible. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Laura Ostman and I'm a junior here at IRE. In project-based learning, there is much integration between technical, design, and professional learning. But we all know you can't pass the FE on professionalism alone. For that, we need technical learning. Our technical learning is organized into competencies and classes between lower division and upper division students. We spend plenty of time learning the fundamental principles of engineering in our mechanical, electrical, general, and advanced competencies. We are continuously improving our technical learning. We do deeper learning activities and apply modern tools to help us grasp each fundamental principle. Lucky for us, our projects allow us to practice and apply these fundamental principles to open-ended problems. They also allow us to design, create, and conduct experiments and analyze the results for our clients. Lucky for you, your companies here today have an opportunity to meet and meet our students and hear about our experience here at Iron Range Engineering. Thank you.
Good morning. Welcome to IRE, and thank you for participating in our career fair today. My name is Jeff Kubat. I'm a junior at IRE, and today I'd like to talk about public speaking and presentations. A couple days ago, Ron asked for volunteers to speak at the upcoming career fair, and I immediately jumped up and said, I'll do it. I love speaking in front of audiences full of people that I don't know. And that's really not very true at all. I'm actually terrified to be up here right now. I haven't had many chances to speak in front of audiences until I attended IRE, and I didn't realize how nervous I'd be and how bad I'd be at it. But I want to be good. Iron Range Engineering is a project-based learning. We have open-ended engineering problems to solve shared with us by businesses and industries. Part of the learning process is to present what we've learned to students and faculty, engineers, business leaders. We also reflect, set goals, and document our learning. One of the goals I set was to be able to speak in front of an audience, be comfortable, professional, and interesting. Well, I haven't met my goal yet, but I'm getting better at it. The presentations we do at IRE help me to become more comfortable. The faculty at Iron Range Engineering is encouraging, and I'm just glad to be part of the learning experience here. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Cody Mann, and I'm a senior engineering student here at IRE. At IRE, we gain practical engineering experience through the project work that we do. These projects are made possible by the companies who contribute to our program. With this, our companies that contribute provide us with clients that we remain in constant contact with throughout a semester. And with that, we give updated client reports to them, as well as presentations. This is where we gain some feedback from our clients from industry so that we can grow as engineers before we enter industry ourselves. So on behalf of all IRE students and faculty, we'd like to thank all the companies here today for coming and giving us this opportunity to connect with you guys during the career fair. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Nathan Oliver. I'm a second-year student at Iron Range Engineering, and I'm here to talk to you today about the community of IRE. So while many people choose different colleges for different reasons, one of the reasons I chose IRE is because of the community. When I ask people, what's your favorite part about the community of IRE? They often respond, it's the helpfulness of the people. So, through the helpfulness of the people, I found that IRE is a close-knit, inclusive group of people who are willing to help you with whatever you need. The positive atmosphere of the school is no doubt due to the core values, professional expectations, and the dress code which are set for and by the students, and which we take care to follow through self-regulation. For instance, if we use improper grammar or inappropriate language, we correct ourselves or accept the correction of others. Many students also referenced their projects. The projects are a unique part of the IRE community. They draw students together from all over the state, even from other countries. And they bring them together toward a common goal through which we try to finish in the appropriate amount of time with a certain budget and within the constraints. In all, the community of IRE is a friendly, welcoming, innovative, and helpful place filled with motivated professionals eager to learn and develop. Thank you.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. I'm Courtney Martin. I'm a sophomore here at Iron Range Engineering, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about outreach. So outreach is the extent or length of reaching out, but to students here at Iron Range Engineering, it's much more than that. Outreach is how we connect with our community. For example, next Friday, our whole entire student body will be volunteering in Hibbing at the Iron Range STEM Showcase. So that's pretty cool. 20% of engineering is working on calculations, while 80% is working with people. We understand that here at Iron Range Engineering. We understand that diversity is important. So currently 9% of the engineering workforce is women. Stanford University studies show that women perform just as well as men do, but women feel inferior. They feel like they cannot do as well as men. They are more likely to switch their path. We don't like that here whatsoever, because engineering takes all kinds. We all have something different, and we all need to be a part of a bigger community. So last fall, my colleague, Arena Boyd, and we came up with an idea on how to inspire women in engineering. Together, the student body came and prepared an event that would not only tell the young women from around northern Minnesota, as far as Wisconsin even, about what engineers do, because they don't know. When we went around and presented, they had no idea what an engineer did. They thought they were train conductors or somebody who worked in a lab coat with a pocket protector. That's not the case. We created this event, and it was nonetheless a success. We had a keynote speaker, Claire Schumacher, and she couldn't have said it better herself, that just because society has created a mold as to what an engineer should look like doesn't mean that you have to fit that mold. We all offer something different. Again, the event was nothing less than a success. We created a video that we submitted to the National Science Foundation. They held a global competition, and we were very proud to be a recipient of the Public Choice Award. Outreach is one of the many things, an aspect to the life as a student. We also work with STEM. We work with United Way volunteering. We do College for Kids. We do roadside and campus cleanup. It's part of becoming an agent of change, and we prepare ourselves to be agents of change before we walk across that stage. So when we enter the work field and the workforce, we're ready. We're ready for you guys. So here's the video that we presented.
The stereotypical engineer is thought of someone who wears, the glasses, that sits in a corner and does all the work and is exceedingly smart. The stereotype is that you have to be really smart. You have to get A's in all of your classes. You are kind of an introvert, and you don't really go outside of your comfort zone.
Men outnumber women a ratio of 4 to 1 in fields of engineering, math, and technology.
I think one of the barriers that keeps groups from joining engineering is the fact that it's always been one specific type of person that's gone to be an engineer. Hashtag I Look Like an Engineer Night was an outreach opportunity for young women in high school and young women in college to explore what engineering is. And it was held at Iron Range Engineering's campus.
Hashtag I Look Like an Engineer Night was all about bringing in girls from the community and getting them familiar with what it actually means to be an engineer.
Part of the event also included many workshops, talking about engineering, visiting with real working engineers, all female. All is to show role model and support for these girls considering going into the engineering field.
We really wanted to provide an opportunity for young women to be exposed to what engineering is and the different paths that they can take to achieve that goal.
And we didn't do it to push them towards engineering. We wanted to educate them on what engineering is.
I got involved with this night because when I was in high school, I had no clue what an engineer actually was. What I did think was I could never be something like that.
I signed up to help with the hashtag I Look Like an Engineer event because I wanted to see more women around campus and the different ideas that they bring to engineering and problem solving.
The more people who think differently we have working on some problem together, the more different options we're going to have for solving it.
Engineers are not just people with a pocket protector or computer people. Engineers don't just work in the mines and they don't just work on automobiles. Engineers include a wide diversity of people, male and female, of all ages, all ethnicities, and all walks of life, each with bringing their own unique experiences that they can use to solve today's problems.
An engineer looks like to me anybody who wants to see the world be a better place. It's not that you have to have some set of features. If you want to help, you already have what it takes.
My name is Courtney Martin.
My name is Brielle Wills.
My name is Jessie Thorson.
My name is Arena Boyd.
My name is Elizabeth Pluswick.
My name is Christine Kennedy, and I look like an engineer.
I look like an engineer.
I look like an engineer.
Thank you.
Hi there, so I'm Jessie Thorson and I joined IRE last semester. I wasn't quite sure what I would be doing for my first few semesters here. I thought I'd be doing mostly book work until I got to my senior year, and then I'd finally be given some projects where I could really sink my teeth in and make real contributions. And I learned pretty fast that that isn't what Iron Range Engineering had in store for me. Within one of the first few weeks, I was introduced to the Ore Center project that I would be working with a team on. A bit of background on that, the Ore Center project takes place in the Ore High School. It is being renovated and turned into a youth activity center. So our client came to Iron Range Engineering and asked for student design teams to design different aspects. One team would be designing a laser tag arena. One team would be designing an outdoor rock wall with zip lines. Or one team would be doing an archery range, things of that nature. And as a first semester Iron Range Engineering student, I was thrilled because it was my first semester and I was being given this great opportunity to really make a contribution that I could see right away. On the other hand, I was, to say the least, terrified, absolutely, because it was no longer just doing projects for a grade. It was doing projects to contribute something of value. And so I remember sitting there in that class and being assigned to my team and just panicking. I was thinking, I don't know how to do this. I don't know where to start. I don't know what kind of skills engineers need. And where I was in that moment when I was panicking versus where I felt I was as an engineer, as my team and I were handing in our final technical document to our client and presenting our final designs to our client, I can personally testify to why project-based learning is such a great learning tool and why we utilize it every single day here at Iron Range Engineering. Being given a project every single semester, at first it can seem daunting. But in actuality, every project you're given is an opportunity for you to turn yourself into the kind of engineer that you want to be, that you strive to be. And it's great because you can practice that now. You get to start doing that stuff and practicing the things that engineers do every day, right now, not just before you graduate with your bachelor's, not right when you get that first engineering job, but you get to start it in an area that's a safe place for you to make mistakes, try new things, try different strategies, learn where your strengths and weaknesses really are. In Iron Range Engineering, there is no shortage of projects, which means you have unlimited times to try and mold yourself into this ideal engineering version of yourself. How far you want to go, how much you want to thrive, how much you want to grow into that version of yourself, it depends only on yourself here. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. I'm Damaris Onchaba, a senior student here at Iron Range Engineering. Here at IRE, we are very inclusive and very much aware of our environment. Everybody is treated with respect and dignity, despite where you come from and who you are. This is an aspect that is taken very seriously here at Iron Range Engineering. For instance, last semester, we had a whole week on inclusivity. Students were given a chance to reflect and talk and discuss about their experiences and what they think this is. We also had a speaker coming and talking to us on equality and how to treat people equally regardless of who they are. Also, implicit bias is one of the things that is being emphasized. Students are urged to keep this in mind when they are doing anything that involves people of different kinds and people of different interests. So in that way, we can be able to minimize it because it's something that you find yourself doing without even realizing it. But reflecting on the same and keeping it in mind helps you to keep track and make sure that everybody feels more comfortable. Personally, as a double minority, being a female student in an engineering field and a black person in a white dominant world, I feel more welcome and included at Iron Range more than any other school I've been in the United States. This gives me a chance to exploit my potential and do my best. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Tiffany Fildi. I am an electrical junior engineering student here at IRE. Iron Range Engineering helps us to become virtually savvy because of our daily use of online resources. Many of our project groups will utilize the Google Drive. They use it for completing their documents and presentations for their projects. It provides them with the convenience of being able to work on these documents and presentations from wherever they'd like and on their own schedule, rather than having to meet with their groups. We also use our online site called the IRE Wiki. This is where we receive announcements from faculty and are able to view any type of assignments that we may have been assigned. Teachers are also able to post their lectures if they videotape them beforehand so that we can view them, take notes, and create any questions that we might have that we can then, in class, ask those questions and work on problems rather than spending our time lecturing. We also are self-directed learners, so we understand the importance of using the internet as a resource. And I know that when I graduate from here in December of 2017, that I'll be able to apply these skills that I've received in my future career. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello. I was going to say good morning, but it's kind of been done. So my name is Tony Venito. I'm a senior here at Iron Range Engineering. And we've all solved closed-ended problems, you know, and there's a nice solution manual to those. And that's kind of not how we focus here. We focus on open-ended problem solving. From the time we come through the doors as students, we begin solving open-ended problems. Our semester design projects are a large-scale open-ended problem. For each competency, we need to complete a deep learning activity. Some of these involve experimental procedures. That's another open-ended problem to solve. Even the path that we take to get our degree is an open-ended problem that we need to solve. So along the way, we're given tools, and tools like the IRE design process and the V model, to name a few. We start learning the words. We learn about scoping and constraints and requirements and how those are different. And we start putting these all together and building our own individual process for solving problems. So a lot of the tools are introduced to us in our bi-weekly sessions called SIOPs. And SIOPs stands for Creative and Innovative Open-Ended Problem Solving. SIOPs is much easier to say. So in these sessions, we get tools on how to be better at working at teams, how to foster creativity, how to be more efficient at generating ideas. And a lot of what we end up doing is building and solving open-ended problems. Now, some of these problems get put into a menu. I'll get to that later. Some of these problems even are so compelling that they get turned into semester projects. I talked about the menu, and the menu is for the final exam for each semester. This is an open-ended problem that we get. It kind of varies anywhere from an hour to 3 days to a week to solve. We come up with a solution to this problem, accompany that with a presentation and technical documentation. Then we enter a room with IRE faculty members and industry volunteers and present our solution, much like a design review. At the end of the presentation, then we are questioned on our process, defend our solution, and also identify and demonstrate our knowledge in the fundamental principles involved. So I guess the main message I'm trying to get across is we're engineering problem solvers. We're work ready when we leave this place. We all told stories today, and everyone here has an individual story, and we'd love to discuss it over our resumes. Thank you.
Here at Iron Range Engineering, we're Kaizen. Why would I come out here and say the word Kaizen? Well, the first, job security. It's the second worst joke I'll tell. The second is because it pays homage to the word's roots and the word's meaning. Kaizen, for those of you that don't know, is the Japanese word for continuous improvement. And here at Iron Range Engineering, we continuously improve. This is seen in our student body as they develop from a freshman to a senior. It is seen on the plaques down at the end of the hallway for students that took the leap of faith, went through the program before it was accredited, and the students that have recently graduated, as well as it thanks the staff members that are here, the staff members that have left, and the administrators, and the legislative branches that help make Iron Range Engineering possible. That homage is important because here at Iron Range Engineering, the school develops over time, as well as the students develop. Each student here develops in 3 main categories. The first, professional skills like public speaking. The second, responding to emails within a timely manner, professional dress expectations and those expectations. The second way is personally. Everyone thinks the traditional engineer sits in the corner, does problems out of a textbook. It's just not true anymore. Most of our time is spent with people and solving open-ended problems. And Iron Range Engineering prepares students in this aspect through personal development, through communications. We do this with our student outreach, our student life. We have Society of Women Engineers, we have IEEE, and we have SME here on campus. As well as we do fun student life activities, hockey games, baseball tours, movie nights, and those things. And what that really does is it develops a community of students and engineers in their development. The last way we grow students is with technology, or technical. And what I say by that is, it's one thing for an engineering student to memorize what the second law of thermodynamics is. Everyone in the room should be able to know that. And it's not only memorizing it, but at Iron Range Engineering, we teach people how to apply it. Why is that important? How does that affect our design? And how does that affect our solution? So at Iron Range Engineering, we teach analysis and the idea behind it, and solution-orientated. so that students can use that second law, not to memorize it or recite it, but to solve problems for your companies. And it is because Iron Range Engineering continuously improves, every student doesn't fit into a single mold here. Every student has the unique opportunity through this program to develop into their passions, to develop into the industry that they would like to represent, and to develop not today's problems, but solve tomorrow's problems. With that, thank you. And with that being said, I have the privilege to introduce our next speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Apple CEO Tim Cook is not here today. We'll follow up with Jim Boyd. Thank you.
Well, that's not nearly as exciting as it could have been if Tim Cook was here. So what I'd like to do now is have all of our presenters come out onto the stage. And as they come out, these students were asked to do this. We sent out a call and said, hey, would anyone help us with our welcoming presentation? These students all volunteered. They were only given a few days to prep what they were going to say. So go ahead and come on out, guys. Let's all give them a round of applause.